welcome back to Nicks-ellaneous ASMR. I'm your host, Nick, and I am excited to share with you again, give you some times of relaxation on a variety of topics, miscellaneous topics. That's why we have the name of the channel. And I've appreciated all the comments that I've gotten from all of you. So we're going to go back to the theme of the Christmas, like we did at the beginning. That first video got a lot of views and a lot of interest, and so it seems like it's a popular topic, a popular theme. I love Christmas. Christmas is just a great time of year, a time hopefully for getting together and giving gifts, receiving gifts. There's something about giving that just is very enjoyable, and being able to do as the good book says, it's more blessed to give than to receive. But the thing about Christmas is that it can be a very stressful time for people, which is more reason for you to come to this video to receive some relaxation, but also some personal tips. I may not have told you, but I'm a teacher, and I love coaching. I love giving life coaching tips, things I've learned along my 50 plus years of life, and things that I could have done differently, but learned over time how to do. One of those is how to be a better planner. Christmas is one of those times. My mother used to say that good times are planned, and there's something to be said for spontaneity too. But I wanted to share with you some things that help me to plan for Christmas, because I love Christmas, but not everybody has the same motivation. So what I've done is I brought today some things, different assorted things that I've already collected over the year for Christmas. And there might be a little bit of dust in the air. I'm just going to put this out here. It's not fancy, it's just a collection of things that I have. And we're just kind of going to go through this. In my last video, we did more of a wrapping type of video, but I wanted to give you some pointers as well on what you can do. And I might put some images of some things I've done into the video too, that will show you what are some ways I organize and prepare better for Christmas. So I'm just going to put out some of these things. I've stored some things in some pretty bags as well as boxes. And just kind of getting all this out, showing you what I have already that I've prepared or bought ahead for Christmas, just kind of as I go along. So for starters, Christmas is something you don't want to prepare for just in December. If you want a really stress-free, enjoyable Christmas time, and it doesn't have to be done with a huge budget. It's something that you can be already equipping yourself over a year's time, putting a lot of things out there now. And I like to do it on my bed because I always, as they say, that you learn organization. The military does it too. The first thing you learn in the military is to make your bed every day and keep it clean. This is a new duvet or bedspread I bought just a few months ago. I had a sort of dark, kind of a jungle theme type of furnishing for my bed, bedspread and my curtains, and it just darkened the room, to be honest. And the reason I did that, as you can see, I have this type of, I don't know if you can see it there from this perspective because of the bags. Maybe you can pull out just a little bit. Okay, here you go. You can see the wood of my bed, is like a Brazilian style. My family and I bought furniture early on, and it's good. It's a great piece of furniture, and tables, my dresser. And so I got into the idea, well, let's do something that's more of a jungle or forest or sort of safari look. And so I went with this instead because I thought it's brighter, it's cheery. Anyway, your work area, whenever you're getting ready for Christmas, you want to have a space that is dedicated, if you can, or a place that's made like your bed. It's going to be, as long as you can go to sleep at night. So what I do, one of the first things I do, is I don't wait till December to start planning for Christmas. I start picking up things even after Christmas sales. Things that you're going to want to pick up maybe after Christmas will be bows, wrapping paper, scotch tape, tissue. Don't underestimate tissue paper. This one right here, and as you can see, it's from the Dollar Tree. It's no longer $1. It's $1.25. But for only $1.25, look at all this beautiful Christmas tissue paper. You want to stock up if you can, as long as you don't think you're broke, and have things like bags of bows. Maybe you're like, this is for the quick and easy bow. If you're more of a person that likes to use rolls of ribbon and make fancy bows, that's also something you could pick up. You could also go to places like Michael's. They're going to have more of an upcharge, a little bit pricier, but check for their specials after Christmas, pick up things. So you can start as early as the day after for things like the wrappings and the trimmings and so forth. The other thing is, at the Dollar Tree, again, there's a whole assortment. Now, if you're not a Dollar Tree shopper, I think you're just missing a great opportunity, because if you're getting things for even family, but things like stockings that are going on sale, you can pick up things. Maybe you have a visiting family member, or somebody may just show up in your life. Maybe you want to do something for charity. You can stock up on these. There's different sizes of them, different designs. Dollar Tree has a whole variety of these things. And begin to just kind of stock up. One of the things I like to do is get puff paint or fabric paint, and then maybe especially like a glitter type, maybe glitter glue, and then have a place right here where I write the name of the person. It's very special when you get a stocking that has the name put on there, especially. And then you have it ready, even before just having them on hand for whenever that special moment comes. They also have at the Dollar Tree some of these little easy stocking stuffers for kids, even for pets. You want to be careful though when you're shopping for pets. I was reminded not long ago, pets that like to open their own toys and so forth and tear up the paper. One of the things, especially like balls or just certain type of toys, those who own pets, they do caution for you to purchase quality products, because some dogs or pets will tear up these inexpensive toys very quickly, especially things that have like little pieces of plastic. It could be a choking hazard for their pet. So you might want to go someplace like Petco or PetSmart, pick up quality products there for pets. But these little toys are neat if you're just doing like a group thing for children or for a church function, and you want to just pick up a few things. So it's always good. Again, you've got your wrapping, you have your stocking type things, and little stuffers like this are really nice. One of the things also I love to do for school, I do a little simple bag for my kids. And I pick up a stash of different types of Christmas trinket type things. This will be for school. Candy canes are really special to me because they're not just nice for stockings. Of course, a lot of people might feel like, oh great, I got a candy cane. It's not as special for some people. One of the things that people may not know about the candy cane, this is very cool, is that there's a legend. You can always look it up on Google. There's a legend story about the candy cane. The candy cane, and I'll tell you, was at least the legend says that there was a candy maker who wanted people to know the true meaning of Christmas, and he wanted the people to know that it meant Jesus, that it reminded them of Christ, the Christ child. And so he formed a candy in a form of a J for the obvious reason that J is the first letter of Jesus. But the other part that's so neat is that when you turn it, the candy cane is like a shepherd's rod. And of course, we remember the shepherds that came when Jesus was born. So it does that double purpose. The other part of the candy cane is the stripes and the white background. And the white represents purity. Jesus was pure. He was the only perfect man who ever lived and gave his life for our sins. And then the red stripes here remind us of the stripes that Jesus took, the lashings he took, 39 or more lashings that he took on his back and his body, and sacrificed his life for our sins. So it's a fantastic tool to share about Christ and his love with people. And I like to purchase a good bunch of them to hand out to people and to share the legend, the story with them about Jesus. I also get them as part of my gift bags. They sell, I don't see any here, but the cellophane bags, they come in packs of like 10 or 15 at the dollar stores. And certainly you're not restricted just to the Dollar Tree. And they sell these packs also of pencils. You get 16 really nice Christmas pencils for only $1.25. And I always stock up on these because I put these in the gift bags as well for my students. I have a lot of students, but I don't have a lot of money to give them large gifts, but I do stock up on these, and I get them some other things too. There's little erasers, little sharpeners, candy, of course. Put some candies in there. Just something simple that they know that someone, their teacher, thought of them, and it's not gonna break the bank. Okay. Now, one other thing that I do, and this is a really neat project, and I saw this online, so I cannot take credit for this, is a very easy ornament that you can make. At Michael's, they sell these ornaments that are clear. I just saw a really cool thing you can do with those as well, is you can take things like different colors of nail polish, or you can melt down a crayon and then pour it into, you can take this lid off like that, and you can pour those paints inside of these. They come in crates of maybe 24 or so to a crate. They're a plastic crate at Michael's. Look for them when they're on sale. Sometimes they come on sale a little later in the season. Maybe you can get them early. They stock them, of course, around Christmas. It's November now, and I understand they already have these in stock, okay? But you can twirl that paint around and shake it around. You can look for it on YouTube and find a video that shows you how to decorate those, and it makes a nice, colorful ornament by itself. But that's a sidebar. But what I did see is I saw this online where you can make an ornament using these clear ones, and then you can buy these little solo cups. This brand here is Hefty. This is actually Hefty, and they're little shot glasses, And then you take a hot glue gun, you just glue them to the ornament. Okay, be careful not to burn yourself. And then you take the little tabs off of a soda can, and you can glue them on here. It makes it look like a gumball machine. Very, very easy, simple little ornament you can make. This has been on there waiting for me this year for like over a year. You can see or almost a year. And there's glue still stuck there. It's very solid. And then what I do is I open up the top and I can pick up small candies, very obviously little ones. You can use Skittles. You can use M&Ms. It's a little bit of a chore sometimes to get them in there. You have to kind of just do it by hand. You can try to use a funnel of some kind, but the size of the candy sometimes it's just a little bit of a tight, snug fit in there. The other kind of candy I was thinking about using this year is the ones called sixlets. You can look also at, you may have to find them online. I haven't seen them recently, but they're little small balls of chocolate, and they might fit more easily through the hole here. And just fill it up, and then put your tab back on top there. And then what I like to do is I like to take some of that ribbon that's on a spool. They have different kinds. You can pick that up also at Dollar Tree, Michael's, any fabric store, even Walmart. And then just make a hanger for the ornament. I didn't realize I was so close to the camera there. And you can make yourself a nice little ornament. Very inexpensive things you can make for people as little gifts as well. So that's a variety of things. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's a little bit more tissue paper. You can make things, pick up things as you go. Right after Christmas, especially things that are like Christmas related, you do have to shop for them when they're available. And the ornaments that I just showed you, the Dixie cups you can pick up, or the solo cups you can pick up pretty much throughout the year to make that ornament. Okay. All right. So other things that you can do throughout the year, and this is the cool thing, is that you can start shopping as you go throughout the year. I start to really think about Christmas even during my summer vacation, and start purchasing, maybe I'm on vacation and I find a sand dollar, and I think, hey, this would really be nice for mom, or this would be great for someone else. When you buy a gift in the summertime or outside of the season, think twice before you rush to give it, is what I do. I can certainly give gifts throughout the year. I don't want there to have to be an occasion. That's perfectly fine. But one of the things I've discovered is I can save some of those little gifts as stocking stuffers, or even as a big gift for somebody. Usually it's someone I think about already. Let's see if I can see some of the things that I did buy. Okay, so let's see here. What do I have? Okay, so here's something, and I'm not sure if this is something that was a gift to me. You know what? I think this was a gift to me. So that might. I like to be authentic here. So this doesn't look like something I picked up. I think somebody picked that up for me. That was a gift of mine. So I'm going to lay that aside. Okay. But one of the things I like to do is pick up gifts for people. Like, here's something. This is a bottle of Bath and Body Works. It's like simple things like that, or just souvenirs. And I think about, hey, is this something I might want to keep for a later date and save it for a Christmas gift, rather than being in a hurry to purchase everything, or just give things away, shall I say, that I already had. I realize I've not had a lot of tingles here during this video, so I'm going to pause for just a sec. So I found some tingly items here that might be of interest to you as well. And one of the things they have at the Dollar Tree as well is these little gift bags. You gotta kind of look around for these. Some of them come in packs of 3 to 5 maybe, depends on how fancy they are. They're sort of tingly. And the other thing I found are the little gift bags I was talking about. These types of bags. It doesn't have the tag on top. But this is those types of, let me just scoot my camera out. Just a tad. There we go. Okay, is these wrapping, these gift bags that you can use for your treats, like a treat bag. These would be nice at, well, I don't know how many of you actually celebrate Halloween. We give out candy, but we certainly don't do the whole skeleton goblin thing. See this right here? This is a really nice, inexpensive. I think there were about 15 in this bag of bags. And they got little snowmen and so forth. They've got different designs. Very easy little treat, so you don't feel like you've got to go out and break your bank for that. But again, these are the things that you can use, the swag type things, if you will, for the holidays that you can pick up in advance for very cheap, very inexpensive. And still, it shows it's really not the cost of the gift. A lot of people get caught up in the price of the gifts, and they want to give, it's not about expense, it's about the thoughts, and something that's nice, not something stumpy. These right here are these little erasers that I was telling you about. They come in different designs. There's a tree, snowman, there's a red one, I think a Santa, and a Rudolph brown one. So you can give these away. They come in packs of 18. And give them, I open them up and give just a few in each bag, so don't use them all up. Okay, and that's a nice tool. About planning for Christmas and about getting ready, I found this right here. It's a list, like a pad. Whether you do this on a piece of paper or on a grocery list, or you prepare for Christmas on your phone. And I'm going to show you an image of what I do on my phone to keep track and be prepared for Christmas. But this is a nice little pad you can use and start writing down a list of names, the people that are in your family that you care for, people you want to be sure that you don't forget at Christmas time. And if you've got extended family, that's something that you want to think ahead about, that sometimes people in the families decide not to give gifts, or just maybe send a card or call each other on the holiday, just for the aspect of cost, and also for the sake of not feeling like, for the pressure to give a certain dollar amount. But if you want to have some things for your family, for your kids, obviously, you're going to want to do something, and sometimes what people do is they trade names ahead of time, and then they buy the big gift or two for that family member. It's sort of like a secret pal sort of approach, and it sort of helps cut down the costs, so you can still enjoy Christmas without breaking your budget. And but making that list is always good to have. I actually do it digitally, and I will show that to you later, to make that list ahead, and then make a checklist where once you've bought it, you can check it off as done, and that you've already purchased one or more things for that person. It just kind of helps to keep you a bit organized. So one other thing I found in the stash that I bought ahead of time is this hot cocoa set for only $2.50. I think I bought this possibly at, there's a store, I don't know if you have it in your area, but it's called Ollie's, O-L-L-I-E apostrophe S. And it's just a treasure house of different things that are at a marked down price, spices, foods, cereals, gift ideas. It's just an emporium of different types of things that you can purchase at a discount price. It's sort of like a discount department store, just with a lot of cool things. And this is something I think because of the tag I bought it there, or possibly at like at a Dollar General or a Family Dollar. But this has got a lot of tingles, very inexpensive. And what I would probably have bought this for is as a door prize, because one of the things I like to do when I have my kids at school is I like to pick up a few door prizes, and then each class gets a name drawn or a ticket. I carry kind of like those tickets on a roll that you use for raffle, and I put them in each bag so that everybody has a raffle ticket, and then whoever gets the ticket drawn gets one of the door prizes. And of course I wrap these or put them in a gift bag of some sort. Just something extra to kind of make it exciting for the party or for the Christmas festivities at school. And you also can find, these are really special. I don't use them all the time. And this was actually, I think, from the Dollar Tree. These little gift card holders that are metallic. And the nice thing is they can be reused when you give them as a gift and give the gift card inside. They can be used again by the person who gets them. So very nice little trinket too. That might be more for a family gift. So I would actually put that away somewhere else, but you can use it for your group activity as well. I like to categorize things and put things, especially wrapping type things, the gift bags that I mentioned. I like to keep things organized, and I think that's really one of the things, the takeaways that I can encourage you is to be organized. And the more organized you are about Christmas and getting ready for the holidays, the more at peace you'll be when the holidays do come around. Especially your ornaments and different things. Be sure to have be organized and prepared ahead. It doesn't take a little bit to do that. I mean, even the length of this video is not that long. So if you think about that, it actually, is a great, in just a few minutes time, you can have things prepared and ready for everybody. And so I'm going to put these away, and these can be saved, like I said, for the students. That could be also a door prize if you wanted that to be for that purpose. One other thing that I didn't show you, and this is a used one, I'd rather show you a newer sheet, is having these gift tags ready to store, buy them ahead or after Christmas, and just stock up on gift tags. It's just very personal to have a gift tag. There's different ones, different fancy ones, some that you can tie onto your gift as well. But keep those, I like to keep those with the wrapping paper, the things that are needed to purchase, to wrap the gifts, such as my gift bags and so forth. Okay. Now, the other thing is it's nice to have some swag, and I like this because it's tingly. Somebody got me this neck chain. It's nice to have some swag, in the holidays, whether it's an ugly sweater or or those sweaters that are, or sweatshirts that light up, just for fun, um, you know, contest. I have a funny story. When I first heard about the ugly Christmas sweater contests, I just thought I was supposed to go buy an ugly sweater and compare the ugliness of it. And I didn't realize it had to be an old sweater that was already made. So I went to like a thrift store and bought this sweater. I just did not like it, colors and stuff. And then I got to the party and I realized that it was supposed to be decorated. So anyway, I learned. But this right here is just a battery operated. I think it might light up if I didn't use it throughout the year. Let's see if it turns on. Just might. Okay, maybe not. It might need a new battery, but they sell them in the stores. It's easy to get those. And then this tie. I don't think this tie lights up, but there's just all kinds of things. Antlers and different things. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. And there's something fun, and shiny, to be sort of the life of the party. So as I was mentioning before, one of the things that helps a lot is, as we used to say, plan your work and then work your plan. What you can see here is my list of shopping, and you can do one list, you can do several lists depending on the type of shopping you're doing. If it's the food supplies, as you can see here, I've got a grocery list here included, but I also have my gift list included. And you can do it. I like to sometimes combine because if I'm out and about, um, and I'm picking up groceries, but then I'm also in a store or a shopping mall or town center, or even picking up a souvenir somewhere, I can, as they say, kill two birds with one stone. Not trying to be tragic there. I have to watch my new phrases. Some people get offended by them, but this way you're organized. You have things that you're preparing your meals for the holidays. What do you need to pick up if you're out? Let's say you're in a department store like Walmart. You've got the best of both worlds. So you can pick up your staples, your foods that you need, and also pick up those occasional gifts that you need. And just keep it. It's a running list. You can start this early. Again, if you're doing a gift swap or a gift exchange in the family, gift exchange for the office, whichever way you go about it. Uh, but you have everything at your fingertips, and you have the list in front of you. I've done this for work. I like to call myself the snack elf. It's one of the things I learned years ago. It's a great, it's just a trait that I thought was helpful in building connection. When someone is serving you or helping you, it could be a secretary, it could be a librarian. Um, just having, um, the preparation and knowing they just that they know that you thought of them. You took them a box of candy or something. Just a little token that says, "Hey, I remembered you'd like this." It says a lot to people, and it's not something you necessarily have to advertise. But when you have a list of things that people like, it doesn't have to be major. Again, it's more the thought that counts. Um, but then you have a list of things that you can choose from, and you see on my list, you don't have to pick everything. Certainly don't. Um, Especially if it's someone that's not in the family.
Remember, you're most likely not the only one shopping, but keeping organized is the key here. And you can make a spreadsheet, you can do it on paper. Planning ahead, your cleaning, for example, cleaning your house, vacuuming, running the sweeper, cleaning windows. If you're going to have guests, or just simply out of respect for yourself and the ones you love. I mean, if you're single, you might want to think about getting together with friends. Uh, Maybe you decorate but one house, or maybe all of you help each other decorate each other's. Just something where you can divide the work and conquer. Gift buying is a different story, but if you're preparing for a group, or just simply a small group, even at your house, or planning to travel for the holidays, just making lists. I've noticed that making lists are so helpful to me, and I begin to take into account how much time I have, how much do I have to do, what's realistic, and then back up your clock from Christmas behind that, like back from the Christmas date to whatever time frame you think you need. When are sales going to be happening? Um, like I said before, I like to start picking up things throughout the year. If I see it and it's a good price, go ahead and pick it up. Certainly not break the bank. Um, and as the season starts to approach, to get ahead of yourself, get ahead of the game, you can start using things like Temu and Amazon. Just became aware of another app called Whatnot, where you're it's kind of like a little eBay. But just finding those bargains, it takes time, it takes planning, and a life well planned, I think, doesn't mean there's no room for spontaneity, but it certainly helps. And you feel like, hey, I've gotten accomplished. I even started. You saw my last video. If you watched it, um, the wrapping. I've already wrapped some presents up that are ready. If you've got wrapping paper, there's nothing saying you can't wrap early. Some of you may say, well, wrapping is a party thing we do. Well, whatever works for you. But the other thing is, are you planning time to watch movies? Are you planning time to read the Christmas story? Um, it's always helpful just to prepare. Preparation is key. So, in a nutshell, your life doesn't want to look like this poor guy in the picture. Christmas does not have to be a stressful time for you. It should be a joy. And if you take the time to write things down, to organize, you may be surprised at just how meaningful that time can be for you. Hopefully, by organizing and planning, um, your experience will be a positive one. And the other thing is take time for the things that matter most. Take time to bless those you love, to tell them that you love them. That's the greatest gift of all is love, especially the love of God that came down at Christmas, and to share that love with others who are in need, whether it's through an organization, through uh, gifts such as uh, the shoebox that's given out to children overseas, or an angel tree, um, getting somebody their dinner, their Christmas dinner. I had the privilege of, actually all of us in my church had a privilege of blessing a family last year and giving them a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And there's such a joy in that. And again, that's planned. Sometimes the things that you do for the people that need it most may be unplanned. Um, Even budgeting for the holidays is something that you can do. But all in all, planning your work, planning your holiday, and then holiday your plan will make for a great Christmas. And it's not the size of the gift as much as it is the thought and the love that goes with it. Until next time, this is your friend again, Nick, with Nicks-ellaneous ASMR, wishing you a safe, happy, and relaxed, well-planned upcoming holiday and time with the ones that you love. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and to ring the bell, and to share with others. Most of all, the love of Christ, because he is the reason for the season. Until next time, good night.